preparing.
We're buffering. I'm sure we'll be live in a moment. Hey, everybody. Hope you're enjoying a nice Thursday, a nice wet Thursday. Most of us are inside, so stay dry. Hey, Jeremy and Lois and I were just talking about the week and preparing for Good Friday and Easter, but we thought we'd do a quick review of last Sunday's message. So, Jeremy, you want to give us an update on last Sunday's message and remind us what you said?
Yeah, thanks, Kent. Hopefully you were able to join us. We're meeting every Sunday morning at 9:30 to continue doing our worship and our music and messages. So we encourage as many of you who can to join us. Last week we wrapped up our series Flip the Script on the Sermon on the Mount with a handful of metaphors and stories that Jesus teaches, basically to make one last point, one last thing before he ends the sermon, and that is put into practice what he said. And so if you were there Sunday, you recall the query at the end was, how can we find new and creative ways to put into practice the things that we've learned from Jesus through the Sermon on the Mount? And I know, in the midst of our experience right now, we are having to be new and creative with just about everything, because everything is new and different. But looking at that from the perspective of Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount and how he wants us to approach one another and approach the issues in life, like anxiety and fear and forgiveness, can make a big difference in the way that we're navigating our stay-at-home orders. So I hope that you're finding some new and creative ways. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to send us a note, just maybe saying, hey, here's one new and creative way that's been helpful for me. Or if you want to send us prayer requests, we're praying for those things. We especially want to invite everybody to come to our Facebook Live on Easter Sunday morning. We'll be at 9:30 a.m. Easter Sunday. So wherever you are, whatever your plans may or may not be, if you can join us then, that would be great. We're also going to be putting something up for Good Friday, which is tomorrow. And so that's going to be pre-recorded. It'll post to the site sometime tomorrow, probably later in the afternoon. But it would be great if you would check that out, just as a reminder of what Good Friday is all about, and maybe a reminder of some of the ways that we, as you with your friends, have remembered Good Friday in the past, and how we're honoring that day together now. All right, I think we're going to go back to Kent. He is going to be sharing our message on Sunday, so I think he's going to give you a tiny taste or preview of that.
Well, thanks. Sunday's going to be strange for all of us because we normally gather, have a great big meal together, and have an Easter egg hunt, and have a wonderful time of hearing each other's voices as we sing traditional Easter songs. That's going to be really strange to do it all from home. So we're all going to be from home. But in the midst of this, I'm looking forward to preaching to a computer screen. But I'm focusing on, in the midst of this kind of darkness, this kind of separateness, this kind of aloneness that we are all experiencing with coronavirus. What does Christ's resurrection have to speak into all of that? And my focus is, my title for the message is Not the Last Word. Not the last word. That doesn't make any sense today, but if you sign in with us on Sunday, I hope it makes sense to you. Anyway, good to see you guys. We'll be praying for you. Please send us prayer requests so that we can pray for you on Sunday during our virtual gathered worship time. We would love to hear from you. All right, thanks. Bye, everybody.